You found it. Your home for the best content on your favorite team, the Fighting Tigers of LSU. Do us a favor. Subscribe to the channel. Leave your comments below. And be sure to smash that like button. Thursday was a recovery day for LSU in fall camp, and obviously on Wednesday there was all the rumors about Nussmeier, and they have been summarily debunked at this point by everyone. We told you yesterday, and I think everyone at this point knows. The good news for Garrett Nussmeier, healthy, good to go, ready to roll, all that good stuff. Media will be invited back out on Friday to watch LSU fall camp, but I thought now that we are a week into fall camp, a week has expired, and we have had 5 different media availability days, 3 of them full practice allotments. I've gotten to see probably more than 3 hours already of this team on the practice field. So I said, I put together a list of 5 players that have been standouts to me. This is just my singular opinion. Through 1 week, 5 guys that have stood out to me. Make of it what you will. Let's do it. We'll go 1 through 5. Hit it, Muse, if you would. I'd appreciate it. Do we have a little, number 1 sound effect?
No, sorry. I have the swoosh for you, though. You want me to do the number 1 sound effect?
I would love that.
Number 1.
Good job. Bernard Gooden. Should come as no surprise. I've talked about him. Everybody's talked about him. Transfer from South Florida. What's interesting, he started his career at Wake Forest. Had 7 tackles as a freshman. Transferred to South Florida. Played in just 2 games in that transfer year. Had some eligibility stuff going on. But last year exploded. 10 TFLs, 1.5 sacks. And my goodness, has he proven so far to be a disruptive interior player. Diminutive in stature, disruptive in performance. 6'1", 268, not massive. But if it's pass rush, if it's TFLs, he has been a handful on the interior. Brian Kelly talked about their ability to generate pressure up the middle. Bernard Gooden is going to be a big part of that. He's wearing number 88 for LSU. We'll see if he can keep it up.
Number 2.
Barion Brown. Kentucky transfer. Barion Brown. You might notice a theme here in this conversation, by the way. Barion Brown, a couple of seasons ago, was an All-American as a return specialist at Kentucky. And somehow, some way, Mark Stoops, who should probably be fired for incompetence at this point, couldn't figure out how to use Barion Brown. Well, so far, through 7 fall camp practices, Barion Brown all he's doing out there is just making plays for LSU. Literally every practice, there is a point where he wiggles free, gets over the top of the defense, and scores a touchdown. With the combination of Barion Brown and Chris Hilton, LSU should have no problem whatsoever stretching the field. Remember, that was a huge issue for LSU's offense a year ago. Not only were they 104th in the country in rushing offense, but when Chris Hilton was hurt, they didn't have the guy to blow the top off the defense. Hilton healthy, Barion Brown in the mix as well. LSU should have no problem with that whatsoever. Barion Brown has been awesome so far. Number 6, mark it down, remember it. He's going to be really good.
Number 3.
AJ Hulsey. Another transfer. This one from the University of Houston. One of the reasons why I have a big issue at this point highlighting or discussing LSU in the context of something like the blue chip ratio is because of guys like AJ Hulsey. When he was coming out of high school, he was the nationally ranked player number 1,513. He goes to New Mexico, starter immediately, transfers to Houston, 2-year starter. Last year, he was first team all-conference, tied for the conference lead in interceptions. The guy's had nearly 200 tackles in his career. He's thick. He can fill the gap. He can turn and cover. And by the way, because he was a spring portal ad, he was not here for spring football. So what we're watching him is quite literally his first week ever on the field at LSU with his teammates, and he already looks like a plug-and-play starter. LSU was atrocious at safety a year ago, and it is so obvious that over the next 3 weeks, Hulsey's only going to get better and more comfortable, and he already looks like a plug-and-play guy. AJ Hulsey, wearing number 13, Get to know the name and the number because he is going to be a big impact guy, and I suspect he will be a snap one starter at Clemson on August the 30th.
Number 4.
This is going to surprise some people, Muse. I'm going to go with Braylon Moore. Because a lot of people have a lot of angst right now. As good as the defensive line has been, people are saying, well, does that mean the offensive line is having problems? I would like to remind you of this. The weakest spot on your offensive line a year ago was at center. You had DJ Chester playing center. Chester's a very good player, but he's not a center. He's too big, and he even, by his own admission, said he struggled with snap count, making the calls. All of that has been seamless for Braylon Moore. There has not been a single errant snap, and Brian Kelly has said, look, they're still battling it out for the starting guard jobs, but from literally the first day of camp, they had entrenched Braylon Moore as their starting center. Start there and build around your center. Protect from the inside out. You can give help on the edge. You got to be able to protect from the interior, and Braylon Moore gives you a great opportunity to do that. And because you have entrenched your starting center from day one, that is a fantastic foundation to build your offensive line. They have 3 more weeks to build it around him and get him right and get everybody comfortable. But having that spot locked down is critically important. He's been very good so far.
Number 5.
And I'm going to give you one non-transfer. Harold Perkins, y'all. We have collectively forgotten how good Harold Perkins was as a freshman. And even as a sophomore, he stuffed the stat sheet. But that defense was so atrocious, it largely went unnoticed. The double-digit TFLs, the 5.5 sacks, the interception against Missouri. And it's not just that Harold Perkins is back out there. That's a huge part of it. Just the fact that he's healthy and running around without limitation. But Harold Perkins has intercepted Garrett Nussmeier in 7-on-7. He has blitzed and gotten a sack. He has blitzed and forced a throwaway by Garrett Nussmeier. He has made a tackle in space on Bauer Sharp, shedding a would-be blocker coming up with a TFL. The point is, Harold Perkins has been affecting the defense in every way. In coverage, in pass rush, tackling in space. It's what we all have sort of envisioned for Harold Perkins since that dynamic freshman season where he was first-team All-SEC, was a freshman All-American, and then he tried to figure out if he could be an off-ball linebacker and dealt with a torn ACL. Now he's healthy, running around with no limitations, in his natural habitat. He is like a lion in a safari running around, killing antelope and eating the elk, instead of being trapped in a cage running on a hamster wheel. This is awesome to watch and should be really, really encouraging. And remember, when we die, our bodies become the grass, and the antelope eat the grass, and so we are all connected in the great circle of life. And those are my 5 biggest takeaways through the first week of LSU's fall camp. Hey, thanks so much for watching. Please leave your comments. I love to interact, and be sure to hit the red subscribe button below.